Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob back here once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing the review of Predator Badlands, which is obviously the latest instalment to the awesome Predator franchise, one of my favourites. Now I got this on HMV on eBay. It was around £10. And yeah, uh, pretty awesome. Um, it was released November of last year. Um, and yeah, so we've got Predator Badlands there. I like the cover of this with Deck the front there. And the other girl, sorry, I can't think of her name. This girl's got no legs, I believe. Yeah, I like the cover of it with Deck there holding his futuristic sword there. It's pretty nice. Then we've got another image of Deck again on the back there. So from the director of Prey. Then we've got some writing there. Just telling you briefly about the film. Then we've got a few more images there from certain scenes in the movie. Looks pretty good. And then we've got all the actors' names, who's directed by, screenplay, all the information, and yeah, all that information. There's quite a lot there. Then we've got the specifications, what languages you want it in, different formats, subtitles. You want it in widescreen, and you've got the runtime there. 20th Century Fox, 20th Century Studios. Certificates with a barcode. The DVD. It's got that. Predator Badlands. Pretty simple. But, yeah, it looks okay. So yeah, as I said, it was released November last year. I've seen it once so far. Saw it when it came on Sky Cinema. And then I'll watch it again at some stage when I get the chance. Not always easy when you don't always have the time. You're busy, but generally watch a lot of stuff towards the weekend. Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or whatever. And make time for some films. I'll fit this in again at some stage. So yeah, the cast. Now, I'm probably one of the worst people because I sometimes some of the names are hard to pronounce, especially some of the foreign different names, some of the actors. So I do apologise for my pronunciation of some certain names. But you do see the actors' names. I'm not going to actually say the names because, as I said, I am one of the worst people when it comes to naming certain actors, especially I've got bad eyes, so yeah, I have to zoom up quite close to see the names. But I'm just going to just basically tell you that if you don't want to know the names, there are on there if you want to know. I don't think there's anyone that sort of stands out as far as I know in terms of. I think it's quite a young class. I think it's Ellie Fanning. I've definitely heard of her. She's been in a few films. I don't know if that she plays a girl with no legs. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't catch who the people played at the end of the movie. But these are all the actors. Anyway, as I said, a lot of them I think are quite unknown actors and not been in many films. But there's all the information there. The story, again, trying to explain something like this is quite tricky, not always easy. But um, basically, I'll just read this. So, there's thrilling chapter in the heart-stopping Predator franchise. It's set in the future on a planet. A young predator, uh, outcast from his clan, finds an unlikely ally in uh, Taya, is it? Or Taya? Embarks on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary. Yeah, as I said, I've only seen it once so far, but basically, Predator is kind of like he's playing a hero role, role as opposed to when he's, all the Predator films that's been on before. It's mainly he's been a villain. Um, apart from AVP, Alien versus Predator, when I think he's more of a hero role. Um, when he's taking on the aliens, aliens are more of the villain, play the villain in the AVP films, and as opposed to where the Predator played more of a hero. Uh, I still think the Predator would attack humans, but it's more, I suppose, playing a hero role than it usually does in previous Predator films, where it's been the Predator being a villain. But on this time, they've sort of changed that, and the Predator, obviously, his deck is playing more of a hero role. So it's kind of a new sort of take on it and going in sort of a new direction with the franchise, which is quite new and very different to what we've seen before. And yeah, he embarks on the journey of trying to find this ultimate prey, and it leads to like a big battle against the other predators towards the end of the movie. As I said, sometimes these stories are quite complicated. To be honest, a lot of the times I just watch it just for the action. Sometimes the story is just sometimes a bit complicated, and you just literally watch it. I mean, a lot of times I just watch it just for the action. To be honest, if it's good action, I usually if it's good action, it's enjoyable. I mean, a lot of times in most of the films, it's usually someone's trying to take over the world, and then the hero's just trying to stop them. More often than not. But yeah, um, that's the general gist of the story. And I think, to be honest, I think it's pretty good. I will say, as I said, it's very different to what we've had before with the Predator playing it kind of a hero role as opposed to him playing a villain like he has in previous films. So it's very strange. It's very different, but obviously because we're not used to the Predator being in that role, it's very different to what we've had before. So it's kind of strange. It's good. It's kind of like I said before, previous when I've been talking to other people. It's kind of like Star Wars, you know, Star Wars with the Predator in it. It's kind of just strange, as I said, because we're not used to it. It's kind of weird seeing it like that. I suppose more of a hero role. Yes, it's kind of it is good, but it's just very strange, different seeing in it. It's like Star Wars with a Predator in it. But yeah, it's apart from it being strange, it's actually okay. I do like the kills and some of the various monsters that Predator comes in contact with. I like a lot of those. I like a lot of the kills that happens uh, that are involved. Um, going on this journey when he encounters all these various different monsters. And I do like the kills and stuff. It's very good. As I said, a lot of kills. I like the certain battles in it that he has with these various monsters. And then towards the end, the final final battle between him and his original clan. I think betrayed him or something, or made him an outcast. I think that's kind of generally what happened. And he takes the other predators on at the end, which is quite a good battle. Yeah, so this is it. It's very different to what we've had before. Very strange, but still good. And it's kind of sort of you watch it and it starts off as a Predator film, and you're watching a Predator film. Then it sort of like feels like a Star Wars film with Predator in it, and then it feels more as a Predator film towards the end. But I said, yeah, it's. But I think it is good. It's just very, it's just very strange, and very different. But still, yeah, it's fun. It's adventurous, um, and pretty good. Um, yeah, let's look at the ups and downs. Um, let's go. Let's go up. What's the positives first? Positives being again, I'm obviously a huge fan of Predator and the franchise. It's always good. It's always exciting to get a new Predator film because you think, oh, there's a new Predator film out. It's pretty good and exciting. So that's always a good thing, whether regards to whether the movie is actually better than what we've had before. But it's always good to get a new Predator film. Exciting. The same like as Alien. Always good to get a new film. So that's a good thing. Uh, the new designs of the Predator is always good to get new different designs Predator and always evolving the Predator franchise. I feel so that's another good thing. Um, what else is good? Probably a different take on it. You know, fair play. You always have to give credit to sort of like a new direction to these films, and not just being the same old, same old. Obviously, we want to still get kind of what we had before, but just like a different thing. So you can appreciate a new sort of take on it and a new direction with the Predator. So fair play to him for doing something different and giving it sort of kind of a new like fresh feel to it, which is quite good. Uh, as I said, yeah, positives. Film in general, as I said, apart from being weird and different, it's still good. It's very fun. It's very adventurous. It's a very good adventurous film. There's not any parts of the movie where I don't feel it's sort of like, you get certain movies where there's boring talking for about 20 minutes or half an hour. There's no parts in that. It's always like fun, even if when there is a bit of talking, it's straight onto the action. Not long after, so yeah, and it keeps up with the pace of the story and what's going on. So I think that's all good visually. It looks really, really good. As I said, fight scenes, the kills look pretty good. They're all like all the monsters and stuff. So I think that is all good. The time 140. I think really that's probably about enough time for this movie. Maybe it could have been a bit longer, but I feel with that, maybe around 140, an hour and 40 minutes is probably enough time because maybe if it'd been longer, maybe it would have been a bit too boring. So I think keeping it like that is pretty good. So no issues with that. So yeah, that's all good. Any negatives? Um, Maybe the cast, as I said, I know a lot of these films now that are coming out, like a lot of cast, young actors have not been in many films. Maybe it's quite a weak cast. Probably should have had a few stronger actors in there just to give it that bit of strength in the cast. So maybe you could just look at that as a weak thing. Um, Yeah, I mean, I can't think of many. As I said, apart from it being a bit weird and different to what we've had before, I can't really think of anything that is uh, negative or that I don't really like about this movie. Maybe slight disappointment of it not being as hardcore as previous Predator films, and sort of the Predator being in sort of a hero role rather than a sort of villainous role, where he's just doesn't care whether someone's a human or whatever. It's just relentless. Uh, but yeah, I can't think of much uh, wrong with this. I think the only other thing that I will say is maybe it sort of goes through it as if he's sort of like on, you know, he's sort of training and going through when he's doing his, when these fight scenes and his kills with other monsters that he's seeing. It's sort of kind of, I don't know, it sort of kind of seems as if it's going away from the main story and just going on some sort of rampage where he's going through it, just killing all these monsters and sort of doesn't seem to be like on course with the storyline. It just seems to be like it's just one big rampage where he's just in this sort of wasteland and he's just going around killing these monsters. And I think it seems to be at some stage where you're forgetting what the story is and it's sort of drifting away from it rather than. But yeah, it just felt like that some of the time, and then it sort of does that, and then it goes back to the story, and then yeah. Uh, but other than that, yeah, I can't think of much wrong with this. As I said, very different, very strange what we've had, but again, it's a very good adventure and action film. Yeah, and I'll even though I've seen this once before, I'm looking forward to actually seeing it again. To be honest, because I did see it once, but I'll see it a few more times. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'd say maybe give or take. I'll maybe give this an 8, to be honest. I think it's good. Well, maybe it's not perfect Predator film. Certainly not one of the. It's not the best we've had. Yeah, it's really good. You can appreciate the new direction of the franchise. I'm not sure if that's going to continue into the next. I'm sure it's not going to be the last Predator film that we're going to get, but whether that's going to continue into the next films, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm not sure of the situation. But yeah, it's pretty good. So, guys, that's going to be it for this review. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next video. Take care, bye for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.